What is up? Episode 8 of the Austin Stand-Up Comedy Podcast. Goal of this podcast is to celebrate some of the Austin stand-up comics that I've seen, that I've conversed with, some that I haven't. Some have just seen their sets and they've made an impression on me and I want to talk about them. Try to inject some positivity into this Austin comedy scene while we're all in lockdown so that when we come back, we'll come back stronger than ever, ready to go, ready to make these Austinites laugh again. I just realized my curtains are uneven. Oh boy, what a night. There are a couple comedians that kind of group together, happens pretty much anywhere, any discipline, any dynamic. There are people that are going to be like-minded and find each other. These three gentlemen that I'm going to talk about seem to have formed something of a small coalition, a hilarious coalition, might I add, who have, to me, started like before the shutdown, were exponentially getting better each individually. And I'm going to talk about those three gentlemen, and they are Spencer Cavins, I think that's how you say it, Tyler Siudzinski, and Myles Johnson. I believe it's Myles Johnson. Let me look it up. I'm so sorry, Myles. I'm looking up Facebook right now. Yeah, Myles Johnson. I got it. Okay. Yeah, those three gentlemen seem to kind of be drawn to each other. And yeah, before, I think I saw Spencer and Myles at the Romo room right before lockdown, and man, they were fucking funny. They were funny and like had their shit together and were really starting to get good like set flow going. Like before I kind of go into their individual traits, when you start seeing comics go up, sometimes it's like the first thing they do is just try to be funny. They try to just talk about stuff and whatever's going to be funny is funny. Then you start seeing people start to like string together a set. Then you start seeing people string together a set and get comfortable and start incorporating like things that are happening in the room, topical things. And I think that's like where they were at. I didn't see Tyler perform as much, but we'll get into it here in a minute. So I want to start with Spencer, who I met Spencer at Halcyon, I think. I don't think he'd been doing it that long. Also, probably the most handsome stand-up comic in Austin, I think. I don't mean to objectify, but I didn't even hear his jokes the first couple of times he went on stage. I just got lost in his eyes when he was up there. It's just a handsome fella. But he had, his provisions joke is funny. He's got some other stuff too that's really funny. The provisions one is the one that comes to my head immediately. And what were the jokes he did at the Romo room? I can't remember them, but they were really good. They were a little risky too, which was cool to see. But he's always been real supportive, real cool. And just enjoyable to see him progress. He also will like make eye contact with you when he's on stage, which is something a lot of comics don't do. Their eyes kind of wander, and he'll look right at you. So if you're not paying attention, you kind of feel a little guilty. But still, Spencer, shouts out. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Tyler, I know Tyler the least out of the three. Seems like a cool dude, a little intimidating to me. Definitely a little edgier when he's on stage. My favorite joke of his is the bowling joke, where he talks about the graphics that come up whenever you're bowling, whether you make a strike or not. That's like a really well put together joke. It's funny. But yeah, I don't know Tyler that well, but I've seen him perform, and I like some of his stuff. I like some of your stuff, dude. And this is going to be a super short one. We're only at like 6 minutes. Well, let me talk about Myles Johnson, who I know fairly well, I guess. Super cool dude. Came out to the, I think all three of them have come out to the Bomb City open mic. So shouts out to y'all for doing that. That's very, very kind. Myles is somebody who, like, I feel like I was there during his first set ever, and he like rapidly got better. The last set that I saw him do was a Romo Room. I'm sorry, Myles, but I wanted to say like a piece of this joke because it's so fucking funny to me. And like his other jokes were like getting big laughs. And then this one got a good laugh, but it wasn't as big as the others, which I don't understand because it was so funny to me. It was his spin on, he said, if Locked Up, or no, not Locked Up, what's that show? Scared Straight. He said he did an impression of what Scared Straight would be like if it was in England. And he said, it was like he leaned down in front of the crowd and goes, "Yeah, you like it here, eh? You ever had tea with no crumpets? Huh? You ever had beans with no toast?" Oh, it's fucking funny, man. Yeah, and then he's hosted a couple times too. He's got a beautiful awkwardness to his hosting, so it's enjoyable to watch. But yeah, shout out to those three dudes who make a powerful triad in the community. Hope you guys are doing well. It's gonna be a pretty short episode. I feel like I say that every episode, but for everybody else, thank you guys for listening. Stay healthy, stay safe. Stand-up comedy will be back soon. Have a great evening, y'all.